For most of us, Pittwater is a wonderful place to live. Outwardly, it's one of the most affluent parts of Australia. But our community has needs which are often hidden. For instance, there's a desperate shortage of preschool facilities. As they grow up, our children face dangers such as drug abuse and other temptations. Teenagers need facilities and mature guidance. The elderly require care which is often not provided by government. And increasingly, people are crying out for spiritual nourishment. The mission of Pittwater Uniting Church is to help meet those needs through what we call the Pittwater Project. As you'll see, it's all about us being partners in our community's future. I'm Alan Robinson, Ministry Team Leader at Pittwater Uniting Church. The attitude that says that the church exists to look after itself and its own is not one that we encourage at our church. We believe that we've been blessed with life and hope and love in Jesus Christ, and that we follow his example in the way in which we seek to serve others in the community around about us. Our church over many years has developed a reputation in the community for its youth work, for its preschool kindergartens, its music education, and the work of the Pittwater Junction, which provides services for nursing homes and respite centres. Our work with children begins even before they're at school. Peter Davis is one of the church's 3 ministers. He has a special interest in children's education.
Well, Pittwater Uniting Church operates 2 preschools, Jemima Kindergarten at Mona Vale and Pixie and Dixie Kindergarten at Elanora Heights. They've operated both around about 30 years, and both services have strong reputations in the community, so we're really proud of the service that they provide, and get a lot of parental support for what happens inside.
It's great. We love the teachers. The teachers are fantastic, and the kids are all really comfortable here.
They are the most nurturing women I've ever met. It's a matter of them enjoying themselves. That's the main thing. As long as they're happy, everyone's happy.
There are 8,500 people aged between 12 and 24 living in Pittwater. Young people make up about 16% of the population. The church has been in close consultation with Pittwater Council over their needs.
Pittwater conducted a social plan in August 1999. There was a separate social plan done for young people, which actually consulted young people within the area. Music that they're into.
Sue Turner is Pittwater Council's youth officer.
The thing that they did see a lack of in Pittwater was nighttime entertainment.
The church conducts regular youth groups in the Junction Centre, which used to be the Presbyterian Church at Mona Vale. Here young people can have fun in a supervised environment. We have a full-time minister specialising in youth work, Peter Clegg.
In the last 2 years I've actually put a fair bit of effort into training young 25 to 30-year-old leaders, and younger than that, some who have just finished high school and started university. So we have a great weight of young leaders who are now leading a fairly sizeable youth group here, which we're growing and growing and growing.
Our young leaders help to run camps where kids can be kids safely. The youth ministry extends beyond the church into high schools.
We do still do scripture because that's important to us. But as well as that, we have put a lot of energy in 3 high schools, Barrenjoey, Pittwater and Narrabeen Sports, at running a program for the young people. So we run a program called Student Focus in all 3 high schools once a week, and that runs all year. And the kids come along to that. We spend a lot of time with them, we have a lot of fun with them. They get to know us, we get to know them, and we talk about a lot of issues in life with them, issues that relate to them like self-worth and drugs and sex and all kinds of things. So that's been very valuable.
What's James Morrison got to do with Pittwater Uniting Church? He's one of many professional musicians who first studied at our Pittwater College of Music. The college has served Pittwater for 25 years.
Now you're right. Down the step.
In old age, we are still there to help. Several times a week, our wheelchair bus brings people from nursing homes for outings at the coffee shop attached to the church. Betty Snelling is the coordinator of Pittwater Uniting Church's Junction Centre.
The greatest benefit for them to visit here is getting out, just being with people, just being able to talk to someone, just having the drive here is something different for them than their four closed walls in the nursing home or daycare centre.
Betty knows all too well about special needs.
Karen, our daughter, is very special to us. She's just turned 34. Karen hasn't any speech and hasn't any functions of her body and can't talk, can't walk. I absolutely know how to care for somebody with a disability.
And so does her husband Ron.
Only 5 minutes more, only 5 minutes more. Let me stay in your arms.
People like the Snellings are the strength of our church.
I'm begging for only 5 minutes more, only 5 minutes more in your charms.
Pittwater Uniting Church is aware of another great need in our community, a need which is mostly hidden.
Another week to go.
Thelma's my mother. She needs to have somebody with her the whole time because it's unpredictable what will happen next. I'm definitely in a prison. In fact, that's the word I use as being trapped. I often think I would love to be able, I love the beach. I would love to be able to just go down the beach, lay on the sand and soak up the sun, or just sit and watch the waves. I find that extremely therapeutic. But that is totally impossible.
Nelmay Palmer is determined to keep her mother Thelma at home as long as possible. But caring for someone 24 hours a day takes a tremendous toll.
Down. There you go. Starting to that. You want a cup of tea?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, now pick those up and eat them. Lift your head up. That's better. I know things aren't going to improve from here. They're only going to get worse.
In a moment I'll tell you about some good news that Pittwater Uniting Church will soon bring to carers such as Nelmay. It's just the latest initiative in a ministry that's been going for 130 years.